Afternoon, guys. Coleman and I got the combine out yesterday, got the header hooked up. After I got everything done there, as y'all saw, and we kept having issues. Couldn't go 15-20 foot without this header bunching up on one side or the other, bringing a big slug in the middle, and then causing our slip clutch for our drum to go off. So we decided to quit last night. Not sure if it was due. The beans are a little bit green. I mean, they're not bad at all. These should be ready to roll. A mix of the combo, something wrong with the header or what. I asked a group I'm on Facebook. It is like John Deere 9000 series combines, and I had a bunch of different recommendations, some of which we were already doing, but a few that we're going to get out here and we're going to try and just see if that helps us. Going to see what we can do here, see if we can make this thing cut, because the way it's working right now, it's not going to work. It'll be going off the farm, but hopefully we can make this work. But I got to get the feeder house cleaned out here so that I can perform a few adjustments and see if we can make this thing work for us. All right, so one of the first things we're going to work on here was highly recommended. Multiple people said it was this auger here, to take a grinder and grind this surface so that you have a flat surface again. And after coming up here and looking at this, I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but you can tell that is really rounded. You really want kind of a flat edge with a square edge on this side, and that is supposed to help grab the crop and force it in. One person commented it, and I was like, I bet they're full of crap. And then like a lot more people commented, and I was like, heck, it's worth a shot. I mean, it might take me 30 minutes, an hour to do it, but maybe that'll make a big difference. So we're going to give that a shot. Then I also had several people mention putting as much down pressure with the header as we can to make it, get this as flat. I don't know if I can do it. Make it this as flat as we can. We're going to try that and a few other things, and we'll see if this thing will feed for us today. Well, guys, I got the flighting ground down a little bit. I done some adjustments to my automatic header height, the dial-o-matic, and for now it's feeding. I'm pretty confident this yield monitor is reading too high. We've never cut soybeans with it since we put it on this 9500, but if they're anywhere close to that, I'm gonna be a very happy man. But they sure do not look like 60 plus bushel beans. Not even close to it. One bean. We're doing a pretty dang good job, you guys. Opened it up a little bit, so he's getting a little bit of trash. So much wheat chaff still down there. I think we're doing good. So y'all, I think these beans are really surprising me. I was really gonna be excited if my double crops went over like 30 bushel. And what we just went and weighed and sampled, we're closer to like 57, 56 pounds. We did have a little issues here on the header. I'm not sure, I'm assuming whoever had it before me didn't have it set right, and I really didn't know to look. Somehow the pins here, the teeth that pull your grain into your feeder house, they were down here hitting this piece here, and we actually broke 4 of them off. And yes, 3 of the 4 actually went through the combine, so I don't know where they went, but don't think they've hurt anything. I've replaced them with some off of our parts header, and we retimed this cylinder to get our clearance here. It said in the book 3/4 of an inch, or I think it said 5/8, and we got to 3/4, but hopefully that's gonna fix that issue, and we're gonna get ready to get back at her here. We cut 214 bushels on like 3 3/4 acres, so I'm very pleased on that. For this to be double crop soybeans behind wheat that we baled the straw on, and we really didn't have that great of weather. We had a lot of dry weeks. These beans did not have a lot of water, that's for sure. Get this thing hooked back up. We're gonna cut a little more this evening. rain too much for that, for double crops, especially behind a wheat crop and us pulling the straw off too. It'll be some very profitable farm ground here this year. Goes Coleman with the grain wagon, grain cart. Foot header, you got a lot more to watch for, as I say that. Well, folks, we are done for the evening. Y'all can see back here, we got the truck loaded. Got just a few beans back there, probably, I don't know, 20, 30 bushel. Chopper belt broke or come off. We've had it a couple times. It gets like sideways in the pulley. We fixed it, but my chopper light come on there at the end, and the belt's no longer with us, so I'm not sure where it's at. I'm gonna go see if I can find it, but I've already called earlier today in a local John Deere dealership about 30 minutes away. They've got one, so I'll take off in the morning and go get it. And I don't know how much I'll get planted or get cut tomorrow. We're supposed to be planting a wheat variety plot tomorrow. So just depending on what time he comes and how quick we get that done, it may be Saturday before we get back in the field. But I am a lot more happy with his header now than I was last night and this morning. I was beginning to think I wasted my money, but we've had it bundle up a couple times. I don't know if it gets like a green stem or something, it rips it out of the ground. We'll have like a pile of dirt get there and I'll have to back off. One time I actually had to take the header off because I let it suck it in and it actually choked the feeder house. Took the header off, reversed it, everything went great. But anyway, other than that, the header's been doing good. Our beans are yielding phenomenally, for at least for what I thought they were going to do. We were at least in the 50s. I think we're in the high 50s, if not 60. And I was going to be happy at 30 to 40. Really, I've said all fall, if I can make 30 bushel to the acre on these double crops, I'd be happy because they've looked like crap. But anyway, we've got in them, and they are definitely fooling me. Sounds like Coleman is coming. He went and got the 6620. We're gonna run doubles a little bit here next couple days and give y'all a show. It's gonna be fun, y'all. Number 2 has made it to the chat. It's gonna be a interesting episode, y'all. You can see 2 machines running in one field. Well, guys, it's getting late. Our chopper belt come off, and I'm trying to get the chopper dug back out. It's full up in here. We're gonna try to rotate the chopper forward like we would for straw. Try to get as much of these out as we can. I don't want to put the new belt on it and then burn it off. We'll get a belt in the morning and go from there. Good morning, guys. We're out here this morning. It's really, I guess, afternoon now. We're drilling our winter wheat variety plots. There is 10 different varieties here. One is a check, that's Viper, which is what we're planting on the rest of our ground. And then we have 9 different varieties of Dynagrow winter wheat. We're getting her planted here, and we'll have some tests here come this summer and see how these varieties compare to our Viper. We're on our final variety here. Y'all can see all the different varieties scattered through there. Got my boys back here on the back, keeping a rake down, making sure we got our drills full. It's about time to go get in the combine, get some more double crops out. Got a chance for some rain potentially tonight. Not a lot, I don't think, but if it does rain, it'll kick us out of the bean field tomorrow. So I think we'll come back over here tomorrow and drill if it does rain. I'll at least drill till lunchtime either way and try to get all this sprayed. And then hopefully we'll have some good winter wheat. I really hope. We've had a good corn crops. We've had pretty decent wheat crops the last few years, so hopefully we can do it again. Afternoon, guys. We made it back to the combine here. We got our chopper belt on that broke last night. Coleman's over there, if y'all can see him through the dust and the sun glare on the glass. He's in the 6620. I'm in the 9500 here, cutting some of the, if the not best, double crop beans I've ever had, and I thought they were going to be my worst. Just looking out there through the rows, you would not think them was 50 bushel beans. Boy, how soybeans can fool you. We got the truck here, dump truck, we got the grain cart, and we got both combines. Get them full, and then we'll go again. This 20-foot header sure makes things a lot quicker. First unload here, boys. You'll probably see Coleman coming around back there behind the mirror there. Amazing how fast you can get something done with this 20-foot header, especially these long rows. Coleman's getting this little corner patch down here. There's an acre or two, and then I'm finishing up the bigger field behind us. And then we'll move over here. We got about, it's probably close to 20 acres over there. Get this done. I've got about 8 acres at my house, and then we've got 25 acres here, probably 2 miles down the road. We will not get all that done today, though. If we can get as much of this farm up here done, I'll be tickled. Beans is looking pretty good. Plenty dry. We're according to this thing, we're averaging about 9.7, but what we've tested has been around 10 or 11, but still plenty dry. Got a good test weight. I think they're around 58 pounds. Very, very good beans compared to what I thought we were going to have. We get turned around and get back cutting, and I'll explain to y'all why I thought our beans weren't going to be so great. So the reason I didn't think our double crops were going to do good, so to go from the beginning, we planted them, it was pretty wet. There in July, if y'all remember back to wheat harvest, we were mudding the wheat out. I mean, we were slipping and sliding. We got the beans in, they took off, they kept getting rains. Up to about first, maybe second week in August, we were getting good, consistent rains. I mean, they were looking beautiful. By far the best looking double crops at that point I've ever had. I got them planted early, somewhere between the 20th and 25th of June. And I mean, they were looking great. Well, then fast forward to about the middle of August, really on till now, we had at least a month, if not 2 months there, where we had very, very, very little rain. But we must have had just enough rain at just the right times to make these beans fill out. But something me and Coleman's talked about we think has really helped them was our early beans. They had a lot of days there they didn't have a lot of sunshine, had some cloudy days. But this summer, since we planted these beans, there have been very few cloudy days. We've had plenty of sunshine. I mean, obviously, had they been planted earlier, they would have probably done better. But for a double crop bean behind just say a 90 bushel wheat crop, and we pulled 90 bales of straw to the acre off, and now we're cutting 50 plus bushel soybeans, I'm very impressed. I think a lot of that lime we've been putting out, chicken litter, is really paying off. So we came in here last fall, we would have put 2.5 tons of chicken litter to the acre. Then we applied our nitrogen and stuff on top of our wheat. Then we cut our wheat, we baled our straw, and then I came right back in here and drilled our beans. We didn't put any more fertilizer on these beans. So the only thing they're living off of is the chicken litter from last fall. Then next spring we're coming here. My plan is for this whole farm to plant it in corn. So we'll have somewhere around 50, 55 acres here on this farm that is got a bundle. And somewhere around 50, 55 acres here on this farm that is corn next year. Whatever reason with this header. We're having a few times it's bundling up on that side. It's like, I don't know if it gets a green stalk or a green stem every now and again, and it just yanks it out of the ground and it starts dragging up dirt. It's usually on that left-hand side when it does it, though. We've done it, I don't know, probably 10 times since we've been cutting yesterday and today. Nothing I can't live without. These beans right through here aren't too great, but it's a pretty wet spot down through here. Coleman got his little patch done, so he's right here in front of us in the old 6620. It's a sight we've never seen before. Both combines in one field. If you'd asked me a year ago if I was going to have a 9500 this year, I'd have told you it was crazy. If you asked me we'd have both combines running in double crop beans, I told you really crazy. Had to veer off there. He got a little full dumping on the old international dump truck over there. We got just a little strip down through here, probably one more back, and then maybe a partial, and this field will pretty much be over. And on to the next one. Looks like I got a little wide with my auto steer right there. Got moved over here to our next field. It's right across, we're right over there. That's about 16 acres. This is somewhere around 16 to 20 between this and that little patch over there. All this is family land. This is what we call the low place. You can see the grain cart over there, and then Coleman's over there on that little patch. Y'all can barely see him way over there. Get the drone up here in a few minutes. My wife will be here, and I'll let her steer the combine a little bit so that I can get a little drone footage. Well, folks, all our infield storage is full. Truck's full, cart's full. I've got some room now I can fill up, and Coleman emptied a little bit of his load. I'm not sure if he'll take his load on and go haul the truck off or what, but anyway, we're getting some progress done. Starting to look like a different place around here. We're going to play a game of chicken, except Coleman's driving and I'm not driving. The wife wanted to drive the combine. She's never drove it, so go ahead and get to your right, son, babe. Get this side up against here.
I was trying to make sure I was gonna die.
See if we can make it all in one pass. It's gonna be close. I don't think we're gonna quite get it. She drove the 6620, I don't know, did you drive it last year? Maybe? She's never drove this one, I don't think. She only rode in it maybe 20 minutes or something over there when we was cutting wheat without air conditioning. I threw the drone up here a minute ago, got a few clips. we got this half of this field knocked out. We still got a pretty good chunk over there, and then a pretty good chunk in this little field. But we're gonna run out of storage really quick. All of our trucks and grain carts full, and I'm about half full right now. I'm not sure how much Coleman was able to get unloaded. What do you think of the combine? It's a lot better than the old one, ain't it? It's a big difference, I'll tell you that. Big difference. I'm glad Coleman's back there in it. I know I'm running a bigger header, but I've cut probably 2.5 or 3 binfuls for his 2, I think. And mine will hold about 100 bushels more than that one will. So it's amazing though, getting to run 2 in one field. I never dreamed of doing that. It's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was looking for Coleman, and there he is, right on our butt. Watch what you're doing, because he's like right on your butt. Go for it. Go up there. Well guys, that's a wrap. Dew's done started setting, and this header does not feed good when the dew is set. We got a little bit more cut after I showed you guys. I let my wife drive for a few minutes, and we had a return elevator fault come up. The return elevator wasn't spinning. Well, y'all remember that those teeth, or the pins, I guess you'll call it, whatever, the fingers that are in the center of the throat there that broke yesterday? Yeah, well, I found one of them in the rock box, and there was 4 of them total broke. So 3 of them I didn't know where they'd went. Well, apparently one of them has been in the combine this entire time, and it has just now came out, and it got stuck in that chain and wedged the chain. And it took us about 15 or 20 minutes to get it out. And like I said, it's too wet now to go. So we're gonna get these things blowed off, and if it doesn't rain tonight, we'll be back tomorrow.